Sock Ladies, and today is November the 10th, 2019. I just watched Full Gear, AEW's Full Gear, and it was amazing. I think it was crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's crazy. So, let's see what happened here. I didn't watch the buy-in or the pre-show, whatever they want to call it this time, but I did hear that there's might be a new commentary guy. I don't know he's actually going to be there every single time, but I just know that Taz was at the buy-in commentary when this was happening. So, this is what happened on the pre-show. I did not know what happened. I seen pictures and I read about it, and I saw little videos. So, we had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defeated Babe Priestley by submission. Don't know what happened there. I guess she did her little jog thing that she does. Dr. Britt Baker. But I heard that Brandy Rose came out and with Awesome Kong. And they cut Priestley's hair for no reason. I don't know. I don't know if there was a reason, but looks like there's no reason for me. Alright, let's start off the show. The show had a tag team match. Mostly all the championship matches were at the end of the show. So they had rivalries and mostly rivalries. We're the first ones to start the match. We have proud and powerful Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. It was an awesome match. I love these tag teams. It's great. We've seen Santana and Ortiz on Impact Wrestling. They were amazing. One of the best tag teams. Even the Young Bucks as well. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was proud and powerful Santana and Ortiz. Got the win with their finishing tag team move they do. It looks like a doomsday, but I forgot how you explain it. But ladies and gentlemen, they got the win. They beat the Young Bucks. Big win. Then we have Adam Page, Hangman Adam Page versus Pac. It was an okay match. I know it was personal. It was getting crazy on AEW and Dynamite. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match with a Deadeye, I think that's what they call it. But I call it a Dude Buster because that's when I seen it first. Adam Page beat Pac with a Dude Buster, and 1, 2, 3, he gets the win. Good job for Adam Page. Then we have Shawn Spears with Tully Blanchard versus Joey Janela. It was a pretty decent match, I guess. We saw Tully Blanchard got himself involved by doing a double team power driver outside the ring. So they had the power driver, not the two-stone, power driver, and then he was on top of the stairs, Blanchard was, and then he punk, and he jumped and they did the power driver. And then the Death Valley drop happened and Shawn Spears gets the win. Now let's speak of the championship match. We have SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky versus the Lucha Bros, the North Contenders, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix versus the Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn in a three-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. There was high flying. I like the Lucha Bros and the Private Party because I love the high flying teams. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was SCU retaining their titles. If I predicted it, I wouldn't say SCU will lose the match because they just won the tag titles. So SCU gets the win with their tag team combination. I don't remember how they did it, and I didn't know the name of it. But ladies and gentlemen, the end of the show, we have Pentagon and Phoenix attacking SCU because they lost twice to the champions already. So Pentagon was about to do a package power driver onto Frankie Kazarian onto a chair, but the lights went out. And then the lights went back on, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we saw another Pentagon. It wasn't Pentagon because it doesn't have tattoos like Pentagon. So somebody tried to dress as Pentagon, and we found out who it is when he did SCO onto Pentagon, beating a little bit of him by punching him, and did the Angel's Wings onto Phoenix. He ripped his mask off. It's Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels wants Pentagon Because Pentagon is the one that made him got hurt. That's why he couldn't get the tag team titles. We have Riho champion versus Emi Sareka singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship match. It was a pretty decent match. I think it was a little too long. I'm sorry to say it. I know, I guess championships, their time limits, they have an hour for the championships, I believe. Because that's what they both said about Riho match and the Chris Jericho match. So yeah, I don't know. But it was a really long match. It says right here 13 minutes. It did not feel like 13 minutes. It felt like more minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, I didn't really see it because I was doing something in the kitchen and then somehow she got the win. But Riho got the win against Sareka. And ladies and gentlemen, people thought Sareka was going to attack her protege. But she didn't. She raised her arm. And that's the end of that. And then we have Chris Jericho with Jake Hager defeated, I guess you know now, defeated Cody with MJF by technical submission. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how Cody lost this match, it wasn't because of a pin or a submission. I don't know why it says here. It was because when Cody was about to do a dive, because they don't have the normal ramps. They did what TNA did. Like a ramp that just goes straight and goes to the ring. Like you don't have to go down and then you have to get in the ring. It's just straight and then you do that. And then you get in the ring. So he tried to dive. He dived and he smashed his face onto the ramp and started bleeding. And I guess he hurt his ribs too. Cody hurt himself big time. And ladies and gentlemen, he was still fighting until the second Walls of Jericho from Chris Jericho and MJF threw the towel in. He threw the towel in, and that's how it ended. And Chris Jericho retains the title because every time you throw the towel in, that means you give up. If a friend or a family member throws a towel in, mostly every single fight you do, it means you're out. And ladies and gentlemen, Cody lost. Cody was upset about it. He was getting mad about it. And ladies and gentlemen, MJF was being sorry, saying, I'm sorry. And he looks like he was crying. And then Cody looks like he was going to forgive him until MJF kicked him in the ding-dong. He did a low blow and he was laughing at it. Ladies and gentlemen, MJF finally turned heel on Cody. I think it was already heel. And then he was about to leave. He was on top of the ramp, and then somebody threw a soda at MJF, and then this guy got kicked out from the security. Why would you do that? Because you had the main event, and the main event was crazy. So MJF just turned heel on Cody, or turned on Cody, or whatever he did. Alright guys, I don't know how much I could tell you about the main event because there was a lot of weapons and there was a lot of crazy stuff happening on this main event. We had Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. If you guys didn't watch this, if you guys love hardcore and most disgusting things, no, I didn't mean disgusting, I meant like, if you like blood, if you like glass or barbed wire, you should watch this match again. Or if you didn't, watch it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen everything in this match. Well, not everything, but we've seen a lot of things. We saw tables. We saw broken glass. From that table that Jon Moxley broke Kenny Omega a couple weeks ago. And then we saw a board filled with mousetraps. And we saw Mr. Kenny Omega went through those things. And you actually hear them snappy, snap, snap. It's crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, we saw broken glass. We saw Kenny Omega put the glass in the mouth of Jon Moxley. And then he kicked it out of the face of Jon Moxley. What else we saw? We saw a table getting broken by Kenny Omega to Jon Moxley. We saw a screwdriver, but people are saying ice pick. I don't know what it was. It was something small. It was pokey because Jon Moxley was poking himself with it. It was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It was crazy. We just saw the barbed wire bat and the broom. What else we saw? A golden chain. We saw Jon Moxley got hung with a golden chain because of Kenny Omega. I I might be flagged of this video because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. It was all brutal. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they went outside the ring, and Kenny Omega brought out, or the other guys brought out, a barbed wire web, a spider web. And what that means is there's a bar, and it looks like a bed, but it's full of barbed wire. And they both Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega tried to put each other through it. Kenny Omega was trying to do his finisher, and then Jon Moxley tried to do like an attitude adjustment, but no. And then Kenny Omega tried to do a knee trigger, didn't happen, and then a suplex from Jon Moxley to Kenny Omega, and then they both went through the barbed wire. It was disgusting. It was crazy, but ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't done there. They had a light shade, a big giant light shade, to cover the lights. You seen it with John Cena and the Big Show did it, but it was glass. I don't know, this was glass because it had things on it, like it says Full Gear. So, ladies and gentlemen, and then we saw Kenny Omega did a knee trigger through this light shade and broke it on the head of Jon Moxley. And then it wasn't done there. We saw the dirty deeds onto Kenny Omega, onto the glass, and then it wasn't over there. So Jon Moxley thought it would be a good idea to rip everything and expose the wooden parts of the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was the Dirty Deeds, because Mr. Kenny Omega missed a Phoenix Splash and smacked his face onto the wood. And then the Dirty Deeds, 1, 2, 3. Jon Moxley has won this match. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no win or loss record because it was a lights out and it was unsanctioned, so it didn't mean anything for a winning or losing or get a shot at the title. It's just, they just want to destroy each other. And that's what they did. Like, seriously, it was crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, if I forget anything, I'm sorry. It was a big show. It was a long show. It was very long. The matches were very long. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below. I thought it was a pretty good show. But if you guys want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye.